Hi, everybody. This is Laura. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Hopefully, we're going to get some wonderful work done with Spirit this evening and provide for you guidance from the other side and/or your own angelic guides, and also from work that I've done as I write articles, do research on spiritual law and how you can attain healing to happiness with the transformative power of spirit. So just a couple of housekeeping announcements, which I usually do at the start of the show. There is a website for the show. It's called spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And there are a few resources for you, one of which is to watch a live video feed of me in front of the camera this evening. I'm a little tired. I don't know why. I was fine all day. All of a sudden, I just want to take a nap. But anyway, not to worry. Usually when I'm sleepy, it's a good thing for the show because reading when you're a little bit in a trance, that's when you get the best information. So anyway, spiritmediumtv.com is the website for the show. There you can do the free for me. That's where you get, if you use Radio Show Key when you're booking your appointment at booklaura.com, you will obtain a third more time free than that for which you pay. So that's called the free for me. Use Radio Show Key when booking your appointment at booklaura.com. Next thing is you can watch the show, watch me in front of the camera. There's a video of me live towards the bottom of that page, spiritmediumtv.com. There's also an ability to make a donation so that you will be spoken with during the show. And if perchance I don't get a chance to speak to you during the show, I will always call you right after the show or try to reach you after the show. Or I can refund your money, not a big deal. But that donation goes in part to help animals. And that donation is only $8, and it is called the 8 No Wait. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate 8 and jump the gate. We already have somebody who's made a donation, Lisa, who's waiting in the queue. We also have a number of callers who've called in, and those calls are taken as best I can on a first in, first out basis. So the earlier you call in, the better your chances of getting read. Aside from the fact that donations, or those that make donations, jump the queue. So that's the 8 No Wait. And you can do that at the website for the show, which is called spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. Okay, so we're going to have a little focus subject, then we're going to do a prayer, meditation, energy connection, and then I will go right to the phone lines. So tonight's focus subject is how to change your beliefs to attract love. But this goes for anything, really. And as I wrote the article, I was first looking at beliefs, but towards the end of the article, I did some channeling and discovered that it's really not so much trying to change beliefs as it is changing the vibration. So we'll talk a little bit about that. What does that mean? So a belief is on this surface. A belief is the expression of your vibration. It's not the cause, it's the effect, it's the symptom. So if you want anything in life, rather than try to work on changing beliefs, which rarely works, I don't know if you've ever tried it, I don't want to believe this, I don't want to believe this. It's important to shift vibration. And I'm just giving you a little intro and then I'll go into details, but to shift vibration when it comes to love is to start giving love to yourself and others. And while you begin that process, you then begin expressing the vibration of love. And if you're expressing a vibration, then you will attract like. That's called the law of vibration. Like attracts like, or you can also call it their other names, which I won't bother with right now. I like the law of I like the law of vibration rather than the law of attraction, because the law of attraction doesn't really give you the essence of it. So the law of vibration says when we shift our vibration through action, we will attract a like equivalent. And so here's a cute little story about this. I was talking to a friend the other day, and he mentioned to me that he had attended EST training in New York. I believe it was popular during the late 70s, maybe early 80s, but late 70s it was very popular. And basically, it was a training to help you understand how you're creating your circumstances in life, and how to shift things. And it was a transformational kind of seminar that you could attend. I personally resisted it. I didn't want anybody messing with me. But a lot of people got something positive out of it. A lot of people got a little bit warped after it as well, I have to say. But in any event, uh, the standard training helped you transform your ability to experience life so that things you've been trying to change or had been putting up with clear up by taking personal responsibility, accountability, and seeing possibility. So that is in the article, that quote. You can look at it a little bit better, and there's a link that goes into more about EST training. But in any event, this man, when he was younger, discovered in the training that he had an attitude. He had blamed his mother for failure in his parents' marriage, and he was projecting anger towards his mother into other love relationships. When he realized that during the training, he was able then to shift his beliefs and his behavior. So that's an example, and then he was able to find love. But if you get to the channeling that's towards the end, it came in with an epiphany, if you will, about all of this. I love channeling because I will always get something unexpected that I could never have thought of, which to me is evidence that I'm working with higher mind when channeling occurs. So I'm just going to paraphrase that the guides come in, the ones come in, they talk about you, and that being on Earth, each of you, is chosen to have the experience of not having something, like not having love. Because in the Earth vibration, there is an illusion, shall we say, that we are separate from what we want, where everything is separate. We don't have love. And they go into talking about this as a conundrum, because in essence, each and every one of us is an expression of divine love. We wouldn't be here if the divine creator didn't create us from love. So we all hold that. We hold love within our heart, love within our soul, love within our very essence. So we're not separate from love. And they say in the channeling to start expressing this. How do you express your love nature? By giving to yourself and giving to others. When you do that, when you start to express love, you will find that you will start to resonate at a different frequency of love. And therefore, you will attract love without trying to change your beliefs. So rather than try to change your beliefs, they say, simply try to shift your vibration. And you can also generalize this to money as well, or anything else, but I don't have an article on that right now. I will probably bring one up soon, but this one is about love. So the way to do it with love, the way to express love, is to start giving love to yourself and others, and then you will find that love will start coming into your life in ways unexpected. And let me see if I have the line there that's very important. Okay, so a summary, which was channeled: clear the vibration and the beliefs will follow. Clear the vibration through action. Clear the vibration through action. Clear your love emanation by acting in a loving way, and love will come to you. I like that. Okay, So let's now do our little prayer energy connection. See what we've got. We've got a lot of people waiting. Oh my goodness. I think it's great, but it's also it's hard to get to everybody. Okay, everybody. So just sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe from your abdomen, allowing yourself to get very relaxed, breathing in deeply. And on exhale, letting go of any and all tension, anything that is making you upset, no worries. Continuing to breathe from your abdomen. And exhaling, thinking now of what you want or need today from spirit. You want messages, what they are. Focus in on your issues. If you're wanting an other side connection to a loved one, call them in. Call your loved ones in. Understanding that spirit will provide the soul that has the most ability to come in. Perhaps there's more need to come in, and that's why they have that ability. But the soul that comes in is the right soul. It's the soul that has to come in. So we don't have complete control over who does turn up, but at least request who you want and be open to who does show up. While you do that, I'm going to go off and invoke the Master Prayer. I will be back in a millisecond. And now on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into the space about you your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. So I'm going to go to the person who's made a donation. The first person who's made a donation would be Lisa. And let me find Lisa in the queue. Okay, there she is. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? Hi. Sounds like you've been good. Interestingly enough, my sister and her husband just moved to Louisville, Kentucky. So I've got, yeah, I have my two nephews, my sister's two sons live there. And so now my sister's up there. And I was just there during the summer visiting Louisville. I didn't see Lexington, but I was in Louisville. Quite beautiful place. Uh, Well, they like it for yeah, she loves it. She wanted to get out of Florida. They were in Florida. She's a former New Yorker, Northeasterner. And she was here for a number of years, and I think she was just ready for a change. And she couldn't take the heat anymore. I love the heat, but she couldn't take it anymore. Okay, so on, my dear. I know, right? Okay, so it looks like things are going on here in your life that are it's like you're in a very bad situation overall in all areas, right? Living situation, money issues, family relationships. And your basic question is it going to get better soon? So let's go to spirit and see what comes in for Lisa C. You have a mother in spirit, honey? You have your mother in spirit? Yeah, she's there saying hello. She's saying hello to you and saying, of course, it's going to get better, sweetie pie. She's loves you so much. But I'm not going to, I don't know if I should, I think I'm going to go more. I could develop her because she wanted to pop in. So let's go there and then maybe we can get your answers. So hold on, Lisa. Mommy's a kind and loving person. She knows herself well. She's telling me she's giving me things or facts about herself, Lisa, as we go through an identification process. I'm going to develop her. And so she seems to have a wavy curly hair that's around her face. It looks like she has a straight nose, high cheekbones. The hair is sort of in the mid-tone area. It's not real dark, not real light. Looks like it has brown in it. And I don't see it real white at this time. If it did turn white, I just see it more like a caramel brown, if you will. She's a clear thinker, you understand that, okay? Clear thinker, very understanding individual, very smart about her own life, and always listens to others when they come to her with questions and problems, as you probably are thinking now lately. I wish Mama were here. I wonder what she would say. Every day. Mom, what would you say about this? Well, before I go into what she's going to say, I'm going to go through a little more ID on her. I also feel that she would have had a son that in other words, not just you, but also a male. Do you have a brother, honey? Okay, proud of him. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Because I feel a son under her very strongly. And of course, it could mean grandson, of course. There's several other children in the family that are very much like her and you. We all think alike. We're very just close family. Mom, I want you to try to give me things about yourself, Mummy. She does show me that as she gets a little older, she gets a little thick in the middle. Okay. She likes to wear pants in this particular vision. I don't know if that was her normal way to dress, but she's wearing slacks. And she's wearing like a little coat and a sweater over it, and then a shirt under that. Uh, she's wearing pearls today and little pearl earrings, little round earrings. Let's see what else I can get from her. I want to know about your health or anything else you could show me, Mom, before we go into the message, your personal message for your beautiful daughter. I get a feeling that she would have had a problem with legs or walking around towards the end. She might have had pain in the legs. Would you know anything? She did. It was severe. She says severe energy deficiency in the lower extremities, lower part of her body, not able to get much energy in her legs towards the end. She was unable to walk much. It shows me she had problem with digestion and keeping food down. It's very difficult for her to digest her meals towards the end. There was also something, there's a food, I think she might have had to have a food tube to keep her alive towards the end. I don't know if you know anything about that, but she was not getting nutrition into her body. Would you understand that? Does that make sense to you, please? With food. All right. Well, there's something about food. Okay. All right. Well, she's shown me that she had a food tube. I want to honor that for some reason for eating, as if she was not getting food or she was unable to get. I'll give you reason. I'll give you more. Okay. There's more to come with this. She's not getting food into her body anymore. It was, and that would have been almost like she's shutting down. She's not eating, and the only way to keep her alive was to give her sustenance. I also feel that there's something going on with her brain, and that she has something there. It could be a tumor. It looks like a tumor. She's telling me something about her brain. Would you understand that, please? No, you don't need to answer any. Okay. Well, it might have been dementia then that was preventing her. But yeah, yeah, because she's not eating anymore. Yeah. Because she's not eating anymore. She's dementia and she's not feeling good whatsoever. She does also say there's a tumor in her brain, but maybe it was never diagnosed, or maybe she's just saying it to say that she had trouble thinking or that kind of a thing. Also, okay, and her bowels are closed up. She's not able to get food out. She's not able to get food in. It's just shut down of the system. She says it was uncomfortable for a while until they let her go. Now, let me just see what she means by that. Mom, what do you mean by that, honey? Let her go to spirit. It would have been necessary to keep her on some kind of resuscitation or holding her alive at some point because the only way she could have stayed alive was if she would have been kept alive. Do you know what I mean by that? Like a DNR. Yeah, okay. You know what a DNR did not resuscitate reminds me of that, as if her body's shutting down. The only Yeah. So somebody had to say, or somebody had to make a decision to not keep her alive anymore, just let her go. And that's how she transitions. She says spirit world is quite beautiful. She loves it here. Um, your friend is here with her. You have a couple of friends or people that you know they're in spirit with her. I'm trying to get to personal message. There's a lot of people here that you know. She says you're a very kind and loving person. You're taking care of everyone. Everyone does, but everyone does not take care of you. I love, yeah, I love you so much. Don't worry about your health anymore. The payments will come through for you. There's payments there. They're supposed to come to you. She says your health will improve and you will get the monies that you need to move forward. Stop looking back, only look forward. Have faith, have faith, have faith, my dear, beautiful daughter. And she shows me you having a problem in the stomach, intestinal area, or the abdomen area. Would you know that, please? Mhm. Well, she's showing me it goes, it's the abdomen is what she's showing me. You will get better. Go ahead, honey. What were you going to say, love? Lisa? Yeah, probably because it's down in that area. That's what keeps on. She says you will get better over time. You will get better over time. Stop feeling this way. Stop feeling so out of control, like you have nothing control over things. She says you have a lot of control over things through prayer, through faith, and through taking care of yourself. Um, there's a, you have a daughter also, honey. You have a daughter around you. Yeah, she says she tries to help you. She tries to help you take care of the home and take care of things around you. She says, but no one can really do it for you but yourself. And she wants to give you that things will get better. So you're asking get better, and she's saying things will get better. And there's money involved, as if you're waiting for payment. It could be a settlement, or it could be something that's coming to you. Would you understand that, please? Yeah. I think it's something like that. She's giving me the feeling it's either it's a pay, yeah, it's either that, like a settlement. So you better go ahead and file it, or it's a disability that you might have filed for. Did you file for disability at all? Well, that's the thing I think she's talking about. You haven't gotten it yet, have you? Oh, you have it. Okay. Are you waiting for a backlog payment of anything, or I know sometimes you know. Oh, oh, okay. Well, then it would be a lawsuit or something like that. There's a windfall of money waiting for you to go ahead and do that, and that will help a lot with the bill and everything else. But most of the problem is the health, because it's very depressing to you. And if you could get your health back, it would fall into place. So I'm going to see if she gives you any specific information about that, how to get better, what to do, what not to do. She's not going to be a medical intuitive for you, but she's going to give us some idea. So, Mom, you're telling her she's going to get better. Hey, Mom, you're telling her she's going to get better. So, do you have any more you want to add on that, Mom? Have you been doing anything with baking soda? Have you been drinking water with baking soda? Okay. Do you drink any kind of soda? Any kind of soda? Soda is good for you, like clear soda water, something like that, like quinine water or seltzer, things like that. It's very healing for you. That's what she's saying. Go ahead. Okay. Well, she's just telling you that the quinine water and or soda, baking soda or a soda, not Coca-Cola, but like a club soda, something is very helpful to you for healing the system and releasing toxins that are in the system. She's also showing me lemon juice and lime, in other words, citrus things, are clearing and cleansing for you in your system. She says you are doing what the doctors are telling you to do, and that's good too. She says you need to get out and walk a little bit. You need to get out and walk a little bit in the sunshine, the air, get a little fresh air every now and then, and also prayer and being peaceful and having faith, which was already mentioned to you. Is there anything else, Mom, that she can do, please? Kidneys are tricky. Mommy, is there anything else she could do? Mommy, hold on for a second, Lisa. You, you're doing everything you can do, she says. The only thing left is to have faith. She says the only thing left is to have faith. Faith, Faith. So she's almost frantic. She's getting frantic, like, have some faith. Have some faith. Like she's kind of going to go crazy. All you're doing is crying and sad, and have some faith. God knows that you're suffering. God's trying to help you. Okay, sweetheart? All right, thank you, love. And I'm sorry you're crying, honey, but just have faith. Okay, love? Have faith. Things are going to get better. Thank you, love. Thank you, Lisa. Bye-bye, sweetie. Thank you, honey. Bye. It's so, what's the word for it? It's hard. We don't feel well. Our mother comes in from the other side and hits a note in us, right? We all have that happen to us. All hits a note in us. Okay, I'm going to go to the first person who called in today, and that would be Dejan. Yeah, Dejan, how you doing? Hi, sweetheart. Good. I do remember your name. You've called in maybe about a year ago. Go ahead, honey. Give me the question. Well, there's a yes coming in. I don't know why, because you're not asking if you will meet her. But the answer is yes, you will meet her. And I'll see if I can get a time frame. Soon, very soon, not much longer do you have to wait. We get 4 months the longest, 2 months the shortest. So 2 to 4 months. But it does take time for her to get where you are. She needs a lot of time to get there. It's not easy for her to get there. I feel there's travel involved. Not that she's walking to you, but it's just she's far away geographically, and there will be things she has to clear up before she can come to meet you. And I feel that she would be overseas or in a different country, or at least there's water that she needs to traverse. In other words, overseas. Would you know that, please? Okay, it's not that far. Okay. Well, if there's something there that needs to happen before she can get to you, unfinished business with the past. So it's more like 2 to 4 months. I'm going to see if I can get you some validation on that in some way. She needs to clean up her past before she can release something. And when she's released it, she will be coming to visit you. I hear visit you. I don't know what happens after that. Well, okay, they're telling me that she's somebody you knew from the past, like a long lost love. Would you know that, please? Yeah, she loves you very much. And everything is true. Everything is true that she's telling you. In other words, she needs to let go of something. She needs that unfinished business to be finished. She does care about you, like you know. And she's saying, you need to hear it. Right now, you need to hear that. And then she will be coming to visit with you. Now, I said 2 to 4 months. So 2 months from now could be right after the holidays, you see, right? We're in November, so it's December, January. Then we have February, March. So anywhere from mid-January to mid-March, she'll be coming around the corner saying hello to you. And I see her smiling and happy and free of whatever it was that was holding her back. And also money issues will be settled for her. And I think that might be the thing that's not she has money issues, but it feels like there's something going on with money that needs to be settled before she can leave. And it feels like it has to do with someone else. Would you know that, please? Is she getting divorced? Well, it feels like there's money issues that need to be resolved, and maybe it's surrounding that or something else. But there's something with money that has to be resolved. So I don't know what it could be. Maybe it's a job issue, but I feel I keep hearing from spirit unresolved issues from the past. So we'll see what that is. But anyway, the answer to your question is 2 to 4 months, and she loves you very much. Okay. Thank you, love. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, going to Eileen. Hello, Eileen. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. So now I don't remember your question. So please just give me a summary. Don't give me all the details, just a little summary, and then we'll go into it. Oh, I love it. Huh. Okay, so we have a business question, we have a love question, we got it all in there. Okay, give me the initials of the conference, please. Okay, let me just go a little deeper. For Eileen, HDRS, business, good or bad? Yeah, it's going to be very good for you. There'll be a lot of action there for you and visibility for you. See, I do see you have a very nice location there. I actually see this like an exhibit hall, if you will, and I see a door into a sort of a grand big room. And that when you walk forward, you're a little bit to the left there. And that, in other words, you're in the line of traffic and people will see you easily. Not the first row, it's a couple of rows in, but it's a good position, very, very good position. You will make a lot of new contacts there, a lot of new friends. Now, I want to see if you're going to sell anything, if that's appropriate. Is selling something appropriate, Eileen? I'm hearing that it is, but I'm not quite sure. Let me see. She makes sales, please. It's nice to make contacts, but money's the reason. Yeah, you're going to make some sales there. I mean, not everything. You know, it's a good opening for you. It's a good boost. It's not going to be everything because there'll be a lot of new contacts. And there's something with the contacts extremely important. This is not going to be the money for the year for you. In other words, this one show will not give you everything you need, but it will give you opportunity. And not only selling, you will sell things. There's some opportunity, and I need to see what that is. Are you selling artwork, honey? Because I see you getting a contract or an opportunity with someone that has a lot of visibility, either a very rich benefactor, it looks like a rich benefactor, and visibility. So that it will make it all worthwhile to you. And it's going to be quite exciting. I see it's like a new location. I'm not quite sure if it's just the home of this person or no, I don't think the way it looks, they're showing me something of the contact. It looks like there's another uh, exhibit hall or exhibit space and that you would be featured there. And it's sort of somebody who will be interested in your work to be showing. And this is a very good opportunity, a lot of visibility, the right clients go into that particular uh, gallery, if you will, or location. I'll just call it location. Now, or as love so the answer is yes, good stuff there for you. Uh, uh, the connection? Oh, I feel it's a male that's going to make the connection. And it's slender. He's a slender man, tall and lean, lean. A little strange, a little odd. Not, not. He looks like he likes to do vapors, smoke cigs and things like that. Yeah, I do see that. So just letting you know. I mean, he doesn't do it in the gallery, but I just see that around him. Anyway, that's who I see there. So let me just see for love. Is there anybody else, please? Or is this the one? Love, yes or no? No, you don't have to meet him at the gallery. You just met in general. Yes or no? Yeah, of course, there's always love for you, but there will be somebody in particular coming in the next few months that you would be very, very fond of. Your problem is liking them. You're not always going to like the opportunities that come your way. So, what you're looking for is somebody who has the right stuff for you. What I see is a man who is I don't know if you're going to like him, honey, so don't get too upset. In about 3 months, I see a man that he's got longer hair, but he's got gray in it. He wears winter clothing during the winter. So that would mean that he might travel. Maybe he comes down to Florida, or he's come in at one point. Reminds me of somebody from overseas, English, a very creative person. You would like him a lot. There's always something. It's always, you like him, but I don't think he's going to be the right chemistry for you. That's the problem with this particular person. But there are always people coming in. It's just hard to find the right one for you. So what I'd like to do is, rather than read you on the surface, go a little deeper, and then I need to go to the next caller. In other words, I need to see your vibration and see what can be find there. Belief systems. Remember, we just talked. We don't change the beliefs. We change the underlying vibration. Hold on. This is for Eileen 305. You're very smart, entrepreneurial. You don't give yourself. You're a very driven, driving person. So they want you, your guides, want you to give yourself a little more TLC here and there as symbolic of what you would be getting in a union. This will help in shifting your vibration. And then the right person comes in. That's why it's hit or miss these days. You attract a lot, but no one is right for you, because you got to shift that aspect of self-love. And in your particular situation, you have a lot going on. It's difficult because you have to drive yourself. You have to be a driver to get anywhere. And so you're doing good with that, but they're suggesting you take one day or half day a week, try to work it in where you do nothing but baby yourself. So that would help a lot. Okay, sweetheart, and then you'll be finding the right person. Thank you, love. Thank you, honey. God bless. Please do. Thank you. Bye. Very. Okay, thanks. Thanks, you too. Bye-bye. Okay, now I'm going to go to the person who's been waiting the longest in the queue. Let's see who that would be. Just give me a moment, everyone. Oh, did anybody go make a donation? I need to see that first. Nope, we have none of that going on. That's good. All right, we've got a person here from 780 who looks like he or she has been waiting the longest. Hello, this is Laura. Who am I speaking with? Hi, Jay. Hi, sweetheart. How's it going for you, love? Oh, I didn't know. I don't remember I don't remember we ever talked about grief for you, but what I want you to do is give me your question, and then we will move forward for you with your answer. Go ahead, honey. Oh, oh, okay. So that's grief is you had a loss of your mother, and I want to let you to know and share your grief with you. Loss of a mother is always very sad, and if it's complicated, as your situation is, it's even harder. So, will the relationship with the people who are judging you negatively after some decision you made related to your mother's passing? That's what your question is. Let me go to that. J at 780. I will focus 1 moment, please. Something has to be let go of first before they will forgive you. I'm going to find out what that is. You have something of hers that they're wanting. Not easy to give. see what it is. You're holding on to something of hers that they want, and that would make it easier for them to release their grief and then therefore forgive you. So what do you know what this means, that you're holding on to something of your mother's that they want? You don't know what that means. Okay. I'm leaving it. I mean, right now it's very open. That's the message I got. Let me see if you give me any more detail on this. Hold on. Your mother's grief is an aspect of yourself that they want to take advantage of. Okay, hold on. Until you give them what they want, they won't let you let go of your grief. Okay, what do they want? Okay, so what I'm getting is if you hold yourself sure, hold yourself firm in what you did, then they will let go. And that's kind of what I know it sounds funny, but what they're looking for is you to be sure of yourself. That's what they want. Now, can I say they really want it? Maybe they don't even realize they want it, but it's an emotional thing. And when you take a stand and be certain of what you did was the right thing, it will help them also release their grief and also their anger at you. And I believe it was the right thing that you did. You did the only thing you knew to do at that time. You do not need to send them a memo on this. What you need to do is think about it and forgive yourself and claim it. You understand what I mean by that? In other words, you have to. Okay, you're thinking very materially. I'm talking in an energetic sense. What I mean is, you need to say to yourself, I did the best I could do at the time, right? Didn't you do the best you could do at the time? Do you believe in what you did was? Yeah. Okay. And what you have to fill in the gaps here, honey, because I can't. Um, I think you're kind of like maybe you're lost in the forest with this. What I'm getting is that you have to forgive yourself. When you forgive yourself, they will. It's an energetic thing. It just will, everything will shift. Do you understand what that means? Okay. So when you work on that self forgiveness, then you will, it's not even work. I don't want to make it a heavy duty thing, but you have to forgive yourself because you didn't do anything. You didn't do it in a way to be mean or cruel or try to hurt anyone. You did the best you could do at the time. I do feel, as I say those words, you were afraid of confrontation or afraid of facing all of this. And that was what caused it. And that makes it even more complicated for you. But it needs to be unraveled. And you need to get to the core and forgive yourself. Once you do that, everything else will shift around you because you'll feel validated in what you did. It was the right thing for you at that time. You couldn't do anything differently. Okay? All right. And you are forgiven for that, Spirit says. You've done nothing wrong. You did the best thing that you could do. Your mother loves you very, very much. She's not trying to hurt you in any way. Your mom's not trying to play a guilt trip on you. I don't know why I'm hearing these messages, but this is what I'm getting. No one in spirit thinks you did anything wrong. We are all happy and comfortable with the decisions you made. Everything will be better in the near future. You do not need to worry about the past. The only thing that you need to concern yourself with right now is unraveling this and forgiving yourself. As soon as you do, everything else will change, including those other people who, really their opinion is not as important to you as your opinion of yourself is. But funny thing, when you forgive yourself, everything else will get into place again. So that is your message for this evening, my friend. Okay. Thank you, Jay. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, I think I have Nathaniel here. I think I recognize the phone number. Do I have Nathaniel here? What's going on, Nathaniel? Do you have a question? Do you have a need for this evening? I know you like other side connections usually. Oh, thank you. I forgot what I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. I think something happened with you and messages recently. I think I might have had a dream about you. I didn't remember it. I know. All right, let me go to spirit. Okay, so the redhead is coming in again, mommy. Um, at least I get a feeling of red hair around you. You might have red hair also. Do you have red hair? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I do feel red around you and red hair, so we'll just say it's your mom coming in. But I wanted to pull in somebody very specifically. The first thing I want to say is, as the information comes in, I feel red head around you, red hair around you. Well, everybody in your family, a little bit of that. They're saying, Spirit is saying, who in spirit is there for Nathaniel, please? A father figure to you when you were young is presenting. Father figure to you when you were young, not your real father, not your direct father. Another person that was around the house, the family when you were young. So that could be a grandfather, an uncle, it could be a friend of the family. You don't know yet. Let me see if he wants to show me what he looks like and some things about him that hopefully you can remember. Father. First thing I see is this. Yeah. Um, there's he's a smoker, this particular man. Um, looks like, all right, did he, and I also see that he likes to have a beard or facial hair from time to time, at least the way he shows me himself now. And he's wearing glasses. Would you know if that fits the description of Graham? Well, what about a beard or something to do with facial hair? Oh, okay. So when you were young, it was around the house when you were young, he already said, but before you can remember. So you'll have to check that because he shows me with beard. He does have glasses, he likes to smoke. He might have even liked to smoke a pipe, besides just cigarettes, is another thing to check out. He's a little bit portly, he says, when he's younger, but when he gets older, he gets very, very skinny and severely dehydrated before he transitions to spirit. Now, again, you may not know any of this, right? Unless you've heard stories in the family. He wants to come to you as a helper to you, help you with your life. He comes in and out of your dreams from time to time, but he presents as sort of an angel or someone trying to help you with your dreams and your life and where you're going in life. So he wants you to know that one of your guides or one of your angels around is your grandmama's side. He was a very creative person. He says a master creative individual. I want to see what he means by that. Very creative like you, high imagination like you, did work with his hands like you do from construction from time to time, but also did other things. So he's creative with his hands. Is there a real message for Nathaniel here, please? I'm asking Spirit Nathaniel. Something more, something more, please. Just to work with your hands more these days. The more you work with your hands, the more you will get. Um, Fixtures are important to you or decorative items. Keep up the good work. He's giving me the impression that you might be trying to do something that is like a craft or artistic, that might have to do with houses and or fixtures in the home. Are you creating anything or do you do anything like that, like a master craftsman or a master carpenter? Do you do anything like that? Well, what he's saying is, well, in the construction. Okay, but in the construction area, he's suggesting that to get more creative jobs, do something like, ever hear of a master carpenter type or a master craftsman? So if you, well, if you can get something around that, it would help you, is what he's saying. So he's directing you in that way, to go in that direction. You have the ability to work with your hands artistically and creatively. Yeah, all the other things are good too, but as far as construction work goes, that's a very good place to uh, to enhance what you're doing now. So it's something to think about. Okay, something to think about. All right. Well, okay. All right. I'm going to let you go now. Okay, darling. Thank you, Nathaniel. Bye bye. Okay, I'm now going to area code 703. Hello, 703. I'm good. How are you doing, Emma? 703. Is that Virginia? Oh, I love Virginia. I used to live in Virginia. I used to live in yeah, Alexandria and Arlington and around Washington, D.C. So what can spirit, yeah, what can spirit do for you? Oh, oh, so you want to know if you can get a transfer. Okay, give me the initials of the firm, please. With? Oh, so you just want to find out if you can get a job there, basically. All right, let's see what we can get for Emma. She wants to go to Southwest. Hold on. Yeah, you can get something. Unfortunately, though, I know what you want is to have it beforehand, but I'm getting that you might have to go there first. So let me just see if I can improve that for you. This is for Emma, 703. Southwest job. What does she do now, please? You're very creative. And they're saying that you work with your hands. How could that be if you're in a regular corporate job? What do you do for a living, honey? Oh yeah, you work with your hands. Numbers. You work with your hands. Numbers. Data. All right, hold on a second. Well, you can do a lot of different things. You don't have to stick with that job is the basic thing. You need to be real flexible right now to get that to get there. To get there. In other words, you've done other things. You don't only need to do that. And then when you get there, you could probably do something a little bit more specific. But you might want to just transfer and take any old job. You might want to go there and take any old job or try to align any old job while you're still where you are. So you know you have something. But what I see you doing is maybe taking any job and then getting a job that you really like. So the thing is, you can do that, and you don't need to think of it as so difficult. You just need to make a change. Yeah, well, I'm getting that you might just want to move there. But what you really want to know is, does your job market there support you? Because you don't want to move there. Okay, now you've got me confused. You said you could leave the company you're with, didn't you? That's what I understand. Well, oh, okay. when you say public sector, to me that meant that you're working for an independent business of the, not the government, but something else. That's what it meant. I used to work for software companies in the Washington, D.C. area. I don't remember them calling government jobs public sector, but now I understand. Okay. So let's see about government. Federal. It has to be federal, right? Oh boy, that's a little bit difficult. All right, let's see what we get here. You'll have to wait a little while, but I do feel something is coming in. The next 2019 in September, you'll be probably able to get something. But between now and then, you need to keep trying because the interview might be sooner, and then finally you get it by September. So do what you're doing. Be patient. Keep trying. Keep plugging along. It won't be it won't be exactly what you want, but it will be a good job, and it still will be creative, which is what you like, and you'll be able to use your brain. I do see you living in a place in, I guess, California. Is that where you want, California, love? I see trees, I see foliage, I see a new location. Okay. Now, to me, Southwest means California, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, because that's the western portion of the United States. So let me reassess this, honey. To me, Texas is south, but mid-south. All right, let's see. Was she getting? Yeah, I still feel that you will get something. Spirit took care of all the overhead on that. So yeah, you will. And what I said is I see a new location, trees, foliage, nice breeze coming in. I see you like having lunch in a, like almost as if wherever it is, they're going to have an outdoor seating for lunch where people will go and have lunch under the trees sometimes. And that you would like it there very much, very calming, very soothing atmosphere for you. And that would probably be by mid to late September of 2019. So just keep plugging along. All right, love? All right. Thank you, honey. You're welcome, love. Yeah, it pays to wait. Okay. And so we're going to go to, hold on one second before I take a call. I got to make sure it's, yeah, 347 has been waiting a long while. Hello, this is Laura. Who am I talking to? Hello? Well, whoever it is not there. I'm going to go to 413 that's trying to ask me something. Hello, 413. You're saying something about the man I'm describing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try to hone in on you, Alexandra. Alexandria or Alexandra? How do I say Andrea? Okay. And I will work through the end of the show. In other words, you will hear some recordings right now, but I will still finish your particular reading, Alexandria. So Alexandria would like to speak with her father's spirit. Is it possible to bring him in? We don't, in other words, that was correct for the caller, but we're going to make a new connection for you. The other caller, that was his message. He accepted it. It's pretty much correct for him. But I know thinking to yourself, oh, how exciting. This probably is my father, but spirit doesn't work that way. So Alexander, hold on. You're calling from 413. I have to focus on you, honey. That's why I'm doing this. Now, for some reason or other, this man who I see here, somehow or other, there's something going on with his heart. Would you understand that, please? Alexandria.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's as if, I don't know if this is symbolic or literal, but as if the knife is going in his heart. So it could mean that he had a heart attack, or it could mean somebody hit him in his heart, something like that. But that's the first thing he shows me. The next thing he shows me is him as an artist or painting. Would you know him to have been an artist, please? Okay, well, I see some, let me just say, I see somebody painting, and like a portrait or art. So I don't know how that relates to him. I'm going to give you everything that comes in, and we'll finally latch into him, hopefully. Uh, Very intelligent person. I see a male with a close cropped beard, not very long. He's also wearing a little bit of a cap, if you will. His hair is a little longer than average, if you will. Good looking man, nice high cheekbones, a stronger nose, and he looks like he has lighter eyes, and he's slender. Would that make sense to you for your father, please? Okay, so your grandfather then wants to open the door then to maybe bring in your father. And so what I'm going to have to do is try to develop that a little bit and see if he'll be so kind as to bring in your father. I don't have a lot of time left to develop all this completely, but maybe we can do something with something quickly. So here's this very handsome, rugged-looking man who's, who I just described, and he looks like he lives in a colder climate. He's wearing a jacket. Actually, it's a pea jacket. It's like a navy blue kind of a thing. Very good looking man. Okay, so Grandpa, do you want to help us with Alexandria's father? Okay, there's one little thread. This is not an easy one to pull in. Sometimes we have to do it this way, Alexandria. Would you have known your father to have smoked cigarettes? Just yes, no, or maybe? Okay, so what I just got is like they're throwing me a thread. They just showed me that he would have smoked cigarettes. They show me cigarette. What else you can get here? I also hear the word cancer. Would you have known father to have cancer, please? Okay. Okay, but do you know if your father had cancer, honey? Yes, no, or maybe. Not a lot of details. Just like yes, no, or maybe. Maybe because he's saying okay. Okay. Well, he says cancer, so I want you to know that, right? He does say cancer, and there is something going on next to the heart or in the heart area that's very painful to him. So maybe there was other issues there as well. He's a kind person. He loves you all very, very much. Very kind. I don't see heaviness on his body. I see more slender. It's a sense of a slender physique. Yes, no, or maybe Alexander was dad slender. All right. Let's see what else I can pull in. Okay, there's something very interesting here. I don't know if I should. I don't know what this means, but for some reason or other, it's as if he's showing me the inside of his chest, as if somebody opened it up and I can look in there. So to me, that means perhaps he had an operation in his chest area. Would you know that, please? Just yes, no, or maybe, love. But it was not in his chest. Okay. So then maybe that's getting that opening there. Okay. Because it's like I don't know what to make of it. I rarely get a chance to look inside of a body when I'm doing this work. So he's having a little trouble talking to us from spirit. So I'm going to see what I can do with this. He says he's a charming person. The people love him. He's articulate. He has a mind that is very methodical, analytical kind of person, and scientific. Would you understand that, please? Yes, no, maybe. Just for dad. He's very intelligent. He takes care of the family well. He feels he does anyway. He's a responsible individual. He says you were near him towards the end of his life at his bedside. Would you know that, please? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. He says that you were very close to him and that you held his hand literally at the time of passing. Do you know that, please? Yes, no, or maybe? I can't hear you, honey. Yes, no, or maybe? Not exactly, but close. Okay, good. So let's just say he said you held his hand at the time of passing. So that doesn't necessarily mean exactly at the moment, but that's pretty good. Okay. So, okay, so he's giving, now his connection's a little better. All right, that's good. He says he did not feel a thing when he transpired or this, went to spirit. He says it was very easy. He did not suffer. I want you to know that. I feel breathlessness in the chest area as if it would have been breathing issues that finally transitioned him. Know that, please. Okay, good. So he probably has something wrong with breathing, maybe had related to smoking, because usually if they show me cigarettes, means that it had something to do with transition. But now I can hardly breathe when I'm close to him. He's trying to show me that. He says that there's a few children. You're not the only offspring he has. It shows me there would be a brother and potentially another sister to you. Would you understand that, please? Yeah. You didn't know what, honey? Oh, oh wow. I'm so sorry, love. And he actually says four. So I only mentioned two others, but there's another one, I believe. Do you know about? Yes, I was going to say it was another female. So you're one of four, and he wants to give you that for a specific validation. He says, no, no, no. He's soothing you. No, no, no. Don't cry. Don't cry. Everybody loves you here. We're all fine and safe. You're a good girl. He says, take care of yourself and no regrets. No regrets. And there's a lot of regret there because of the family. You don't find a family, you lose your family. He wants you to know not to have any regrets because you're very special, with or without them. But he also says that you will hear from them again. So that's not finished. Okay? It's not finished. Well, that's what he says. I wouldn't make it up. That's what he's saying, that you will hear from them again. Nothing is lost. But also the other part of this message, Alexandria, is nothing is ever lost. Nothing is ever lost. So if you never do hear from them again, he says you will, but if you didn't, always remember that you're very special, with or without them, and that he looks at you everybody in spirit loves you. You're part of something. Even though you feel alone, he says you're part of something. And he wants to say this to you so that you don't feel alone. You see what I'm saying here? You don't feel alone. Okay? And, right. That's why he's saying this. That's why he's saying this. Well, that's okay. So let's just remember now that there's two messages. One is you're never alone because we all love you here very much. Everybody in spirit is around you. You're never alone. Number one. Number two, he says they will come back around, but don't worry about it. You're going to win in any event. In any event, you will win, my dear. Okay, sweetheart, I hope these messages were helpful to you, love. And I send, yeah, love. God bless. Have a beautiful evening, love. Bye bye. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this evening. I look forward to working with you all again in the future. Have a great evening. Bye.